When you look at guys like Kidd and Carter having big games, you expect that. But when a guy like Nakbar comes to the forefront as a coach, how enjoyable is that to see?
Yeah, well, I think that's really been the key for our success because I don't think there's any secret. I mean, teams go into a game and obviously their focus is going to be Jason and Vince. And it's guys like Boki and Mikey and Eddie, Marcus, Cliff, that they're going to get open opportunities because our stars are so unselfish. So it starts with our stars asserting themselves, and then once they assert themselves, there has to be extra attention paid to them, and then those other guys are being put in a great position, and they're stepping up. And I think the reason they're stepping up is because they put so much time and work into their game. So it was a really good team effort. You know, I mean, Arenas is one of the scariest players in the NBA in that at any time, at any moment, he can get it going, and obviously, as he showed throughout the season, he's capable of going for huge numbers.
Did you guys run some plays for Boki there in the fourth?
Well, we were playing out of a overload pick and roll set where, when they showed, we were able to get some rolls. When they switched, we were able to get some seals and some post-ups. And so we were just able to spread the floor and play out of some different pick and roll sets. Initially, really, the way it was working was Jason was getting a bunch of left-hand pocket jumpers, and then they switched their coverages, so we were able to adjust and get some other things. And our guys really did a nice job of finding the open man.
Did they have to jumpstart your pulse when the kid went down with 7 minutes to go?
I think he was, what was that, Michael Jackson's Thriller video back in the 80s? I think that was a reenactment. So, yeah, that wasn't a real good moment.
You guys, I think they cut it to 4 after you missed 2 threes in a row, and Boki was the only one who had the sense to drive and get the whistles.
Yeah, and I think, Boki's basically getting one of those a game in terms of just strong finishes. And I think that's kind of where we got ourselves in trouble in the second quarter, as we mentioned, they're just, even though they're open shots at times, we just have to, there has to be individual and team recognition in terms of where the game's going. And when we get too perimeter-oriented without paying attacks, you fall victim, and sometimes you fall in love with that jump shot. But our guys stayed with it, and give them a lot of credit. And now we have a couple days of practice that lay ahead of us, and a Boston team that's coming off a win against Houston.
With all the injuries that you've dealt with, it's been tough to get into a flow. With a good win Sunday, with another good win tonight, do you think that could start to take shape?
Well, I just think we're in a situation now with 24 games left where we need to win as many games as possible to put ourselves in a position to be playing after April 18th, and that is our objective. So we just take it one game at a time. The next game is the most important game. We've put ourselves in this position because of our play the first 2/3 of the season, but yet we can still make it a really good ending, and we still have a long ways to go.